G'day guys, thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard and this is a Thrifty movie haul reveal. Tonight I was actually out at my friends at the Pawn King on Portage Avenue here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, as well as one of our local value villages and a Salvation Army thrift store. And I managed to find all of these movies for between $3 and $4 each. And yes, those are some of them are Blu-ray, and I got those for $4 each. So really awesome finds, some really good keepers, including a really interesting mystery DVD that I have no idea about, which I'm going to appeal to my YouTube friends to hopefully give me some information later. But I want to do a quick synopsis of each of these one at a time, and you might see some information sort of flash on the screen as far as how much I paid versus how much it is out in the retail world, and you can sort of see an idea of the savings. But to keep the video moving and short, I'm going to actually just do the synopsis of all the movies one at a time with my little iPad here, and hopefully it'll give you some insight as to some of the coolness that I found. So why don't we start with right off the top of the pile here, and we'll go one at a time, and you'll see all the awesome movies that I found today. So the first one I have here is a Blu-ray from my friends at the Pawn King on Portage, and this is The Town, released in 2010. Ben Affleck not only stars in the movie, but he's also the director for this movie. The idea, it's a heist movie, and basically as he's planning his next job, the longtime thief is wrestling between the feelings he has for the banker that was involved in his last heist, as well as an FBI agent who is actually out to get him. So sounds like an intriguing movie. This is an extended edition of it. It says, it doesn't tell me how many extra minutes there are, but not only does it have the Blu-ray, it also has the DVD as well as a digital copy. I haven't tested whether or not it works, but if it does, then not only can I watch this in high definition on my TV, but I can also watch it on the go. So an awesome copy of The Town with Ben Affleck. Another Blu-ray from my friends over at the Pawn King is The Great Gatsby, and this is starring Leonardo DiCaprio, whom I really admire as an actor. I first saw him in William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, the remake, and then I discovered all of his strong acting talents in a plethora of movies following, including Shutter Island, and seeing clips of him in The Revenant and Blood Diamond and all kinds of other movies. So he's been everywhere, and seeing him also in The Aviator, like seeing him in autobiography style movies, seeing this is going to be actually pretty awesome, and being a period piece with a lot of different production pieces in it is going to be awesome. 2013 movie, writer and Wall Street trader Nick finds himself drawn to the past and lifestyle of his millionaire neighbor, Jay Gatsby. So it should be an interesting story. Looking forward to seeing that on Blu-ray, 2013, The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio from my friends over at the Pawn King. So this is the reboot of Star Trek, released back in 2009, it says here. 2-hour movie starring, who's directed by J.J. Abrams, who also directed Force Awakens. Now, in this story, a brash James T. Kirk tries to live up to his father's legacy with Mr. Spock keeping him in check as a vengeful Romulan from the future creates black holes to destroy the Federation one planet at a time, which really sounds like an intriguing story. But I'm going to tell you the truth. It's really been hard for me to make time to watch any of the reboots since 2009. And I've heard really good things about it. I heard that the younger cast actually does a really awesome job of this movie. And so to find this special edition version of the reboot in 2009 on Blu-ray for a whole $4 is really exciting for me. So I am going to try to give this a chance, trying to do my get up and show up theme. Check out my New Year's theme video if you haven't already seen it on my vlog entries there. But yeah, this includes a digital copy so I can watch it on the go, and I'm really happy to have found this for only $4. So 2009 Star Trek with Robert Orcel, or Orkel? the new sorry. So I'm really happy to get this 2009 Star Trek Blu-ray from my friends over at the Pawn King. Now, Blu-rays like this really get me excited. Not only was this still $4 over at my friends at the Pawn King, but it's a triple feature. And when I checked the discs inside, there are individual discs for each movie. So there are 3 separate movies for $4. Now that's just crazy. So I saved a whole ton by buying these. And if you do see these in your used pawn shops or flea markets or value villages or what have you, pick these up, because they usually have a set rate for Blu-rays and DVDs, and you're automatically going to get better value if there's already multiple movies included. So this has a copy of The Twister, Poseidon, and The Perfect Storm all on Blu-ray. So if you haven't seen Twister, it's a 1996 movie starring Helen Hunt and the late Bill Paxton, and an awesome action movie. Bill and Joe Harding, the 2 characters that I've mentioned here, advanced storm chasers on the brink of divorce, must join together to create an individual weather alert system by putting themselves in the crosshairs of extremely violent tornadoes. They're referring to their homemade system, Dorothy. I've watched it many times and I love this movie still. So I'm really happy to find it on Blu-ray. I think I'll only have it on DVD. So the other movie, Poseidon, was released in 2006, and it stars Richard Dreyfuss and Kurt Russell. On New Year's Eve, a luxury ocean liner called the Poseidon capsizes after being swamped by a rogue wave. The survivors are left to fight for their lives as they attempt to escape a sinking ship. I don't know about you, but any movie that involves water filling, like an underwater vessel, like a submarine or a boat, it scares the heck out of me. So this theme of movie is very exciting, but it's going to probably freak me out. But a survival story of the Poseidon should be a very interesting watch for sure. And then the last movie included in this triple feature is the year 2000 movie called The Perfect Storm, starring George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. Now, it's funny that Perfect Storm is included in here because that's the very first DVD movie I ever watched when I first got my PS2, I think. So yeah, PS2, that was the first DVD player that also doubled as a game system, obviously. But so The Perfect Storm was my first DVD movie, and it's sort of, there's some nostalgia to getting it on Blu-ray. The Perfect Storm, year 2000 movie, an unusually intense storm pattern catches some commercial fishermen, George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg and staff, unaware, and puts them in mortal danger, and they try to make it back. So very exciting movies all around. Triple feature, only $4, guys, and priced out individually. This is one of those super values when it comes to finding used DVDs. Triple feature from my friends over at the Pawn King on Portage. An awesome find. And the very last one that I got from the Pawn King is this copy of X-Men Origins Wolverine. I've also watched this movie in high definition, I believe, and it was released back in 2009, basically starring Hugh Jackman as who does an awesome Wolverine in all the X-Men movies. This is a look at Wolverine's early life, in particular his time with the government squad Team X and the impact it'll have on his later life. So very, very cool to sort of see how Logan gets his claws and his adamantium laced into his skeleton, and just how him as a mutant evolves into what we know as Wolverine. Of course, in Logan, you know that he does pass away. Sorry, not mean to spoil it, but I mean, this is sort of the beginnings of his life. And I always find it kind of funny because when you watch all of the other X-Men movies, 1, 2, and 3, X3 being Last Stand, Hugh Jackman is not nearly as ripped as he is in these prequel movies. So it's kind of neat to sort of see a much more buff and fit Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine in these movies. But this is an awesome find. Again, only $4 from my friends at the Pawn King, a copy of the 2009 movie X-Men Origins Wolverine. Now, a lot of Marvel fans are probably wondering why I picked this up. This is the reboot of Fantastic Four. Now, Fantastic Four was re-released in 2015, and this was the attempt to try to reboot the franchise with brand new actors and a kind of a new story and a new take on all the characters. It didn't get received very well, unfortunately, but I haven't seen it yet, despite bad reviews. I figured that a $2.99 DVD version of the movie would be okay. I found this at the Salvation Army thrift store. The 2015 synopsis goes like this: four young outsiders teleport to an alternate and dangerous universe, which alters their physical form in shocking ways, obviously. The four must learn to harness their new abilities and work together to save the Earth from a former friend who is now turned into an enemy. So it is very much like the original Fantastic Four movie with Chris Evans, who is Captain America in later movies for the Avengers. But Chris Evans didn't really break out as a really big star until Captain America. So, but he's not in this movie, obviously. In this rebooted movie, we have Miles Teller, Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan, as well as other people who play the Fantastic Four. So it's, you know what, I'm more curious than anything, and I thought a $2.99 used DVD would be okay. It's not, I don't think it's available for me to stream on Netflix, although I didn't really check. But seeing this on the shelf, I couldn't really resist. So for $2.99 from my friends at the Salvation Army thrift store, I have the 2015 version of the Fantastic Four. So while I was making my rounds and I stopped at the Value Village, of course I would stop at Value Village, and I always stop at Value Village, I found another quadruple feature DVD. Yes, all the DVDs are in there. We have a copy of Notting Hill, Aaron Brockovich, Duplicity, and Charlie Wilson's War. Now, I've seen the first two movies up top. I haven't seen the bottom two. So I'm going to just do a quick synopsis for everything. Charlie Wilson's War, it was a 2007 movie, a drama based on a Texas congressman, Charlie Wilson, and his covert dealings in Afghanistan, where his efforts to assist the rebels in their war with the Soviets have some unforeseen and long-reaching effects. Sounds interesting. One of the things about Charlie Wilson's War that intrigues me most is that Tom Hanks is also in it. And I love watching him as well as Julia Roberts here. So I'm really excited to see that. In 2009, Duplicity, Julia Roberts was alongside Clive Owen in this movie, two ex-government agents turned rival industrial spies, have to be at the top of their game when one of their companies prepares to launch a major product. However, they distract each other in more ways than one. So that sounds kind of, kind of comedy, drama, romance kind of thing, right? So that'll be awesome. So the one of the two movies that I'm most excited about to have a copy of now is Notting Hill. Released in 1999, set in Notting Hill in West London. It's the life of a simple bookshop owner, played by Hugh Grant, and whose life changes when he meets the most famous film star in the world, played by Julia Roberts. And it's my first film where I got introduced to Hugh Grant, and just his English, humor and his chemistry with Julia Roberts is just really fun to watch. It's not a sappy kind of story. It's just there's a lot of comedy and a lot of quick wit, and the humor is just really well done. Directed by Roger Mitchell, he just does an awesome job of getting the actors to sort of like play off of each other, and their performances are just so natural. And but I mean, just like watching something like The Avengers, where the on-screen chemistry is really, really humorous to watch and really fun to enjoy, like just watching them. Notting Hill, the cast for that seems to have that same kind of chemistry. So I would encourage a watch, even if it is a chick flick. And then the last film, Aaron Brockovich, as I switch notes here, a year 2000 movie. It's an unemployed single mother who turns into a legal assistant and almost single-handedly brings down a California power company who's accused of polluting the city's water supply. I watched that movie a little bit after it was released. What a story. What an amazing drama. And just the way not only did she turn her life around, but the lives of many people who were affected by that pollution. It's just an awesome story. And again, Julia Roberts plays such a convicting character, and it's really awesome to see. So a really cool quadruple feature with Julia Roberts as the headlining actor here. An awesome $2.99 find from my friends over at the Value Village here today. So this is Viva La Bam. This is the complete first season, and if you don't recognize who Bam Margera is, he actually stars in Jackass, and I hauled Jackass 2.5 in my previous previous movie reveal, and I was so happy to find this, because this is actually a box set, and usually they charge a premium for box sets at Value Village, but I got this again for $2.99. The show was a TV series between 2003 and 2006, and he was still famous for being on Jackass. But this show follows Bam Margera as he attempts to anger his parents. And basically, he focuses mainly on torturing his parents and less on the painful stunts that he does in his other show. So I'm really excited to see this. I've never seen a Viva La Bam series episode, but seeing his parents on the couch there and just the antics that they're going to go through, it's pretty awesome. His best friend, the late Ryan Dunn, is in this as well. So their chemistry in Jackass is already really well known. So I'm really excited to have this and to add it to my Jackass collection. Really, I have almost all the movies both on DVD or Blu-ray. So it's really awesome find for $2.99 from my friends over at the Value Village today. Now this is my mystery DVD. Now this was another $2.99 anime DVD, and this particular Value Village had a whole slew of anime DVDs. I could not afford to buy them all, but they had so many different kinds, and I opted for this because it's the first 13 episodes of whatever series this is, but I cannot identify what this is. The writing on the back is completely in Chinese. I have no idea who it is. I'm just intrigued. It does have English subtitles according to the back, and it's 13 episodes of whatever show this is, and it's the first 13 episodes, so I can catch it from the beginning, which is awesome for me. Some of the box sets that I turned down today that were anime DVDs were going for about $3.99 each because they were still sealed. So somebody had donated a big anime collection or maybe stock from their store. I'm not sure, but I was so fortunate to find this open package with all the discs contained therein for a whole $2.99. Now, if you can recognize this cover, please leave me a comment. Let me know what this is, because I'm really looking forward to watching it. I have a feeling that if I do watch the first episode, it'll give me the title, and I can probably, I'll probably find out what it is, but I have no idea right now. So at the time of this taping, please leave a comment underneath if you happen to know who this series is. But I'm looking forward to seeing it, and again, it was only $2.99 at my friends at the Value Village today. So really awesome finds all around. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for this video. And before I sign off and wish you all of my well wishes for my viewers, I wanted to sort of do a little bit of a preview reveal. Just one second. Okay, see this bag? This very big bag? Let's see if I can show you the contents a little bit. I got all this stuff during my thrifting today. So that means two things. One, I've got a lot of recording to do. I've got a lot of hauling. I still have other stuff that I still have to haul for you guys before I reveal all this stuff. But for me to find all this stuff, I have to put that stuff away. And to put that stuff away, that's right, an Overflow Marketplace is coming. An Overflow Marketplace video is coming. So I will have to go through some of my boxes and start doing more stuff up for sale, and so please stay tuned for that. If you haven't seen my Overflow Marketplace videos, basically it's just an up close and personal look at some of the items I have for sale on my Facebook business page. And basically I'm selling them for a little bit of markup compared to what I originally paid for them, and not much more than a few bucks to $5 for one individual piece. But some of the pieces can range between 10 or 20 bucks at flea markets even. So I'm hoping that my prices are fair and reasonable, and they can fuel your own thrifty collecting as I can be your vendor instead of you having to hunt anywhere. I've done the hunting for you. That's what I like to think. So if you're interested, please check out some of the playlists below. Check out my Facebook page. That's also linked below. And pardon me, and any of the photos that are contained in my Overflow Marketplace album, those are the items that I currently have still for sale. And yeah, I'm probably going to have to run another special soon because I've got a lot of stuff that I need to purge to make room for all of this awesome stuff that I just showed you. And yeah, so I'm really excited. So 2018 is shaping up to be an awesome year, and we're going to be passing 2,000 views in the next few weeks, I'm sure. And I hope that you can be a part of that and sort of help me celebrate when that happens. So in the meantime, thanks again. I hope you enjoyed checking out a preview of all of these films. At the time of this taping, I have not seen any of these or rewatched them, but obviously I have some passion for some of the movies, and I'm pretty excited to see some of the other ones. So I hope you enjoyed this reveal today. Please check out all the links for all the stores that I visited today. They're all linked below. Please hit like and subscribe. Please stay in touch with me so you know what is new and happening on Richard's Corner. Hit that little bell icon so that you're notified right away when something is uploaded here on this channel. So please stay in touch and stay tuned. I know that I haven't been posting every day like I said I would be back in November. things got busy over the holidays, obviously, and I was really busy with that Advent calendar series that I was doing. Now that things are a little bit more back to normal, I'm hoping that I'll be posting at least every other day, if not every day. So please stay tuned, and I so appreciate you visiting. So in the meantime, Richard here from Richard's Corner signing off for this video. I wish you happy hunting and happy collecting. I hope that all of your thrifty finds in the wild, whether they are thrifty or otherwise, I hope they are equally awesome. Thanks again for visiting. I so appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again for visiting Richard's Corner.